This book has given me so much to cope with the challenges of life in the early 2001 when 9/11 happened, when I went to Canada, when I dealt with a lot of issues in life. It was like a something of a personal Bible or something that I often go back to and get rejuvenated by connecting to my own divinity, so to say. And I believe it is going to work for anyone who is seeking uh, a genuine, authentic expression of something divine. Because when we believe in the divine, we are kind of um, most people do not have a confirmation of the fact that divine God and all these things are very real. And so to have a confirmation of that is one of the most fascinating and very ecstatic, in fact, event. It's something that transcends human joy even. And so I have a lot of things to share and reveal to genuine, sincere seekers of genuine spiritual information. But spiritual information is not given for the faint of heart or for those who are not going to act on that information to make a choice, because the divine doesn't come and give you an insight to pamper your ego and to make you feel comfortable. Most of the time, a genuine spiritual information or person or event will trigger you and will put you in a very, very strange and disturbing place if you're not ready. If you're ready and if you have done your work and if you've practiced something, then the event or the series of events will lead to increasing peace, joy, happiness, and all kinds of things. It can result in your life changing dramatically and you finding fulfillment in a very amazing way. At the same time, if you have had a genuine person who was spiritual, or a book or something that you ignored or you did not take into account, then it's going to be the opposite. I have to recharge this guy. Uh, so most of the time, a genuine spiritual event will give you a well-deserved ego thrashing. You know, your understanding of your own limitations will be broken down. You will be broken down in one way or another, and then you will go through a process which is relatively uncomfortable. But I think people in this part of the world, and mostly in India, and especially because we do have a spiritual influence, let's say, and therefore it's easy. But if you are from anywhere else or another country, especially US, Canada, UK, European countries, or other countries, Africa, America, depending on how much you have prepared and how serious you are about incorporating something genuinely spiritual, it may be easy for some and it may be difficult for others. But as for this book, Something Divine, it's got a very specific set of things to share and reveal as I kind of understand, and it all connects very beautifully to the ninth avatar. Ninth avatar meaning Sri Aurobindo. I call him the ninth avatar, and I find him connected in a very awesomely amazing way. And the Auroville factor, the Auroville aspect of things. Now, I do have a couple of things to say to Aurovillians and people who have visited Auroville or who want to visit Auroville, or maybe who are somewhat knowledgeable about Aurobindo's integral yoga. So first of all, to Aurovillians, I wanted to go and live in Auroville. I made a big donation to Matre Mandir and blah blah blah. I stayed in Shanga with Bernard and who was it? Sigrid, I think. And I don't know whether they are still alive or whatever. And and I met a couple. I think I met Kathy walking in Savitri Bhavan, and then a couple. There were a few of them, not too many. I did not succeed in making any friendships with any Aurovillian as such. The ashram people were far away. Never met one or two of them, and I think had some interesting conversations, but it didn't resonate in any way. And I had already written something divine, but certain events had not transpired, and my understanding of the divine, my own transformation, was kind of incomplete. And so my desire to go and live in Auroville and become an Aurovillian did not happen, and I ended up going to Canada, living there for 6 years, coming back, breaking up with the earlier partner, my first wife, with whom I went to Auroville in 2002-3. Then I went to Auroville again with my second partner, expecting her to become a fellow yogi in the integral path, the sunlit path. Instead, we had to face a lot of dark clouds, which we dealt with in our own way. But then 2013, Aditi arrives, my daughter Aditi, and she's going to be 10. We wanted to celebrate her birthday in Serendipity in next week or so. And she definitely resonates with everything that goes with something divine and all. I think she will be, she'll love Auroville, and one day she will definitely visit. But here's the thing: many of you who have come from other countries and come to India, seeing the chaos, seeing everything, and then arriving in Auroville, and then you go through the process. The rest of Bharat, and it is not India, or it's more about Bharat. I don't know how many of you actually have traveled to the northeast. Now, why northeast is significant? Because you have a river called the Brahmaputra. The Brahmaputra means the son of Brahma. So the people who reside on the other side of Brahmaputra, of which I am one of them, have a different take and outlook on things. And therefore you are connected to the northeastern part of the Himalayan mountains, and there are the most revealing information over there is obviously the influence of Tantra, because Tantra originated in the forests of Kamarupa. Kamarupa is Assam, and I happen to be my parents are from Assam, and then I was born in Shillong. I was born and brought up there, and I discovered the Aurobindo Center of Shillong much later, much to my surprise. And then now I'm in the process of hopefully setting up a center for integral yoga in Shillong, and making a connection between I don't know. So please tell me if you're interested. I'd love to come and talk to anybody who'll be willing to expand that. I think the vision and the depth of Auroville's is probably, I don't know. I haven't interacted with too many Aurovillians, so I don't know. But I have interacted with Thea, who set up Skamba in Kodaikanal, and I have gone through what she had to say about Matrimandir, which is, I'm not surprised, and but I'm rather intrigued, very intrigued about the design of the Matrimandir as per the mother's instructions and as per the distortion of the human will, or blah blah blah. I don't quite agree. I don't completely agree with Thea's version of things either, because what is going on in Skamba, I have no clue after Thea's passing, maybe. But her books are definitely a piece in the puzzle. The Magical Carousel and the Gnostic Circle are definitely uh, important books in the process of the integral revelation. And so Serendipity, the interesting name for another community. And I'm thinking in terms of having the Serendipity Eco Retreat in the border of Mizoram, Assam, and Meghalaya. And so if some of you are willing to talk to me about it, we'll figure out something. I also have a place here in Bangalore being very, very vibrant and becoming a wonderful city to live in. If you want to visit, please let me know. I can arrange your visit here, and we can have a very interesting conversation about my vision. My vision is to have a Serendipity Eco Village, global eco village or something here in the outskirts. More of a kind of a investment in real estate plus working with digital, the way work is unfolding in the internet and Web3 and blockchain and all that. I'm doing something with the Z-axis human blockchain with something very, very interesting which should fascinate any of you, because we take I first ask a very important question as to what is time, because we are calculating time in a very distorted way. The Gregorian calendar obviously doesn't make any sense. I would rather say it doesn't make any fucking sense. So and no regrets of using the F word. So if we go about solving that by using a more integral vision of time, and then if we blend that with a social learning network with biometrics in the process, so that we can have a way to validate users, and also to I'm losing it here. Anyway, that might be too much information to begin with, but there is something very interesting that I am doing with a blockchain, a social learning network, and then taking it in a bigger way to have one more retreat in my hometown in Assam and the Northeast, to share more details about the art and culture of the northeastern part of Bharat, and therefore to have a vibrant, interesting community which would be obviously attractive to genuine people seeking genuine clues to the process. All right. So I won't make it too long, and therefore I look forward to my visit to Auroville, maybe October, November, whatever, and then we can first create a digital online community, whoever is interested, and then whoever wants to do something with that, we can expand on that. The key factor here is the geopolitical shift towards the resurgence of the Indian mind, I being one of them. I'm not a millennial, but I'm generation X or XYZ, and we have a very interesting place in history, I think. So we can, because we have seen the pre-internet world, the world of radio, television, and Windows XP. Yes, I wanted to say this. Yes. We will have to figure out a new operating system. Using Google to get genuine answers is an exercise in madness and frustration. I think that's the whole thing. It is simply a stupid piece of software, and therefore I don't know how far we can go by using Android and iPhone. It doesn't work. We let's face it. They are both designed to confuse, to mislead, to manipulate, to profit from your ignorance, to do all sorts of things, and it is not okay. I would rather have I don't know, if do you have do any of you are using Ubuntu touch phone? That seems to be the answer. Of course, there are a couple of other operating systems but something very simple. I mean, a phone should not be something very complicated. We don't need to have the whole internet in a small device like this. It's crazy. I need to use the phone to call someone and have a conversation around important things. I need a banking application. I need WhatsApp. I need Telegram, and I need a couple of things. I don't need the I think some of you will relate. It's it's like the very size of the screen makes it incompatible with so much. You can't have a you know, I don't know, I want to say a very rude non-veg joke. Yeah, you can't have an elephant dick going inside a dog's vagina. I mean, it's something like that. I mean, elephant's dick would be the internet as the way we see it today, and we have this small hands and this being the capacity to access this information. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you make such a small screen for something so important and thing? You have to have a bigger screen to do more important things. It's obvious. So there you have it. I hope you have understood what I have tried to say. Ar kita hoitam. দেখা হইলে আরো মাত হইব. I'm speaking Simbileti, I'm in my mother tongue. আমি যদি ভালকে বহো আৰু কথা কওঁ, ভালকে বুজি পাম. And now I'm speaking Assamese. Te nga kwaban ong yafite te ine iri India. It's a fascinating country. And अगर आपको थोड़ा भी मज़ा आता है यहाँ पे जीने के लिए, तो आपको और भी देखना चाहिए. आपको भारतनाट्यम करना चाहिए, आपको कथक करना चाहिए, आपको कुचिपुड़ी करना चाहिए, आपको you should go to Kolkata and have Rasgulla over there. Bye for now.